Okay, good morning, everybody. According to the Buddha's teachings, we have four sublime stages. Four sublime stages. Did you hear that before? Do you remember the first one? Just a test today. What is the first one? Four sublime stages. Very commonly we use. Every day we use that. We did it today also.
Did you say states?
Stages.
Oh,
Stages.
Like love.
Huh? Yes, the first one is loving kindness. Second one, go with the loving kindness, very close. Compassion. Third one? Yes. Yes, Guy. Yes, equanimity. That's Guy's Buddhist name. And what is the last one? Equanimity. Yes. Yeah. So those are the four sublime stages. But I am not going to talk about all of them. So every day we talk about loving kindness. It's a very common concept in the Blue Lotus Temple. We practice, we talk about it, and I want to know how much you know about loving kindness. Now, practicing and thinking so long and being in this group and keep repeating, I'm well, I'm happy, I'm peaceful, other beings and other people, my family members, we are keep saying it, right? Keep doing it. So, how much you know about true loving kindness? I was thinking yesterday how I get loving kindness, how other people practice and doing loving kindness, their everyday life. I realize from birth to death, this loving kindness practice is connected. We cannot separate. What is the opposite of loving kindness?
Hatred.
Hatred. Any other words?
Fear.
Fear. Anything? Disappointment? Right? Anything else? Every day we use? Anxiety, yes. All those go, opposite of the loving kindness. So, like 2-3 days ago, I think she's here. I saw she's here, and I met somebody at when I'm doing workout and the gym. Yes. So then we start to talk about the physical exercises. Right? Then I told her how important that physical exercises and this meditation practice also. Yesterday when I was thinking about it, so I realized the first we have to start this loving kindness practice thinking about our physical body. How we are going to taking care of this physical body. The person who practicing loving kindness first, we have to put more attention, loving attention to taking care of this body. Because this body holding everything, right? If we are not really focused on this physical body, very difficult for us to go over from that practice and get into more practice. So how you feel about this body? Always you like this body? No, right? So that's good. That's really good. That's why. That's why we need this loving kindness practice toward this body. Why you don't like this body? I was thinking the same thing.
It breaks down, it gets sick.
Yes, breaks down, gets sick. Very difficult to deal with, right?
It doesn't do what you want when you want it to.
Right,
sometimes.
exactly, yeah. So,
Or when you need it to.
right, exactly. That's true. Then what will happen?
Other people's expectations.
Yeah,
It doesn't live up to other people's
to expectation. That's true. Then what? How you feel? Tension. Right? Then what else? Anger, right? Hatred, because you cannot keep this body where you want. Now you can see how much loving kindness or attention, loving attention we need to this physical body. right? It's very important. So when you really focus on that, then you are getting better every day and taking care of this body. So that's why I'm telling people, because I'm not, the personal trainer or anything. So I'm telling people, do something every day to taking care of this body. We cannot fix this body 100%, no way. But still, we can do some. If you want to have a peaceful and happy and wonderful life, still you have to focus on this body lovingly, right? Taking care of this body. So when you do something and healthy eating or exercises or something like that, that's the part of loving kindness. So that means you are starting true love or loving kindness within yourself, right? So you cannot say, I am practicing for other people, I am sending love for other people, if you are angry with yourself. Can we do that? No way. Sometimes people say, I can do it. Right? So the people, when they say, I can do it for other people without me, that means they are selfish. Right? That means, as you said, we have so many expectations from other people to do that. So the most important thing, start from your body. My body be, the healthy and peaceful, right? And eliminate all my, the difficulties and pain. And even we cannot do that 100%, we have to think about it. So then what will happen? We have a very positive experience about the body. Even we know this body is not, we cannot taking care of 100%, still we are dealing with this body mindfully and lovingly. So that's the first part of the loving kindness. So when you feel good about yourself, your body, then what will happen?
You get confidence.
Yes, then you feel about confidence about yourself. Whatever you are doing, your practice, your path, and it's very clear. So then you can maintain yourself mindfully. So I think, I was reading last night one sutras, then I realized this loving kindness practice is whole our spiritual life. Whole our spiritual life. The first moment when you're taking care of our body, that means we are giving all our attention to all our spiritual ideas and practices in our everyday life. Without this, we cannot go forward. Sometimes you can come to every day to meditation practice and sitting here and practicing meditation. I am doing 8 years, 9 years. You are so attached to that the idea, but still you are not growing with your love toward yourself. That means this practice is useless. I am going to close the Blue Lotus Temple. It doesn't happen, right? So no need to do that. No need to do that. So if this practice become a habit to sitting in this cushion every Saturday morning, I'm going to meditation, just sitting 30 minutes on the cushion, I'm going home. That's my regular practice. That's not enough. If you truly and mindfully, if you are not getting to true self, how you feel about your body. The person who really care about the body, he is the one really care about the mind. Right? Person who don't care about the body, I don't believe that person care about the mind. So maybe they care about, but they are not balanced. Right? They are not balanced. So if you really want to balance this mind and the body, what you have to do, practice loving kindness first towards your body, then go through your mind. Then it will become better practice. Right? So then what happened? Now think about, we are doing it. Then you don't see the separation, your body and other people's body and this world, the trees and rivers and whatever you see, you don't see separation. Everything becomes one. So that person, very environmental friendly and really care about the environment, right? Because he is the one, she is the one really care about self, and same time that person putting that energy to outside, right? So that's why I said there is no the separation.
Well, I think in our society, especially, you see it on TV or commercials, or if you go to the grocery store, you have all these magazines by the checkout counter that you have all these people with their perfect bodies, or their so-called perfect bodies. And I think that's sending a wrong message. I mean, all these people, they've been photoshopped, and, they supposedly have this perfect body, and, they got this big smile on their face, but I don't know if those people are necessarily happy or not.
Right.
And,
I think most of things we see outside
Yeah.
of our everyday life, that's not reality. That's the delusion, ignorance, right? So what you see within yourself, that's the true things you are experiencing. So don't compare with what you see outside. But most of time people, compare, how I feel and with other things, how I'm related to those things. That's the problem we have, right? Yes, Jay?
I just want to comment that what Jason said is correct, but I think, I just wanted to add that a lot of these ads and everything about the bodies and youth and everything, what it does is instill desires in us. And like Buddha said, these desires is what lead us to all of these problems and everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have to recognize that these desires, when they, through mindful awareness,
Right.
but pick the right desires, because what you're talking about is looking at your body and taking care of your body. That's a kind of a desire too, but
That's not harmful.
This is a beneficial desire.
Right, all the beneficial, all the benefit from that practice. So any thought, any questions?
Well, I had a thought when, actually, before you talked during my meditation, was like, truly I have to question my practice at times, and it's like you were saying, sitting on the cushion for 8 years, hey, that's me.
That's better than nothing.
What I'm saying at times, it's really good for you to bring that up to see that truly, are we really practicing, and are we, and I thought, gosh, am I? At times I'm not. Loving kindness, at times I'm not very good at loving kindness. At times
If you know you are not very good with that practice, that if you really know that's not there, that means you are working on it. Right? That's why how many times we talk about loving kindness in this group? So many times, 100 times, right? But still I am bringing the same topic and again. So every day when we talk about it, is a different experience, because our mindset is different now. Think about the day you practice and now today when you practice, way you are thinking is totally different. Your practice become better and it's different.
I'm reading this book now. It's called The Buddha's Brain, and they're talking about loving kindness.
How about that brain?
Well, it's written by a doctor, a psychologist, whatever. But when you think these positive thoughts, the neurons in the brain connect, and they get stronger and stronger and stronger. And the more you practice it, the stronger your mind becomes. I mean,
Right,
I
exactly.
see, in my practice, it goes up, and then it goes down, and up, and down.
The drops aren't as far down.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's okay.
It's going sort of up.
That's okay. That's totally fine. We are not perfect. We are trying. That's why we call it, we are on the way. We are on the path. We are keep doing. Never give up. Any other?
What I understand for me is that my physical health and care of myself begets energetic health. And when I have a good level of energetic health, I am much more inclined to let that loving kindness flow out and to be available and of service to other people, which in turn, there's a whole cycle there. It does create that oneness.
Right.
And so that keeps it going. So when I feel really bad, but I know from practice that I can feel better and what to do about it.
Right. That's a good thought. And also, to think about the person who really practice loving kindness towards self, we don't do anything harmful to this body. Anything harmful. Very careful what we do to, deal with this body. So much attention. Right? Sometimes, I'm thinking maybe I have too much attention to that. It's okay. It's not bad. there is not bad, the effect from that. Right? We have to have that. That's the, what I'm going to tell you today, that's the part of loving kindness. If you don't get that to practice, very difficult to continue. So through my experience, when I'm really focusing, not like a desire, right? Without attachment, when I'm really taking care of this body, it's really doing good with my everyday practice. Right? If I'm, ignore that part, so then I can feel I'm not balanced. Right? So I have to balance it all the time, mind and the body. Because in the yoga tradition, always talk about the mind and the body, right? How important that. Any other thoughts about? Yeah.
Well, just one more thing about this body and mind. A lot of scientists say that your mind is just a product of your brain, which is your body. So,
Right.
I mean,
Right.
I was just gonna say, sometimes it's good practice to sleep in too.
Right.
And that's the path I've been taking.
Yes, of course. Yes, you have to have that too.
And
Right?
I've sat on the cushion for 8-9 years, and recently said, I need to sleep in.
I think that part of loving kindness is being patient with yourself
Mm-hmm.
while you're on the path.
Right.
It is 2 steps forward, 1 step back
Right.
sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear sometimes frustration that you're taking steps back, or we don't, we're not in that place all the time. Well, that's just part of it. We
Right,
have to
exactly.
be patient, and that's part of loving
Mm-hmm.
kindness, to be
Yeah,
patient
that's a
with yourself.
good comment. I really like that. Be patient with yourself.
Well, the first precept is to do no harm,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't think of it in terms of ourselves.
Mhm.
I think of it in terms of everything else,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but we're included in that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Any other thoughts? Yes.
Yeah, I have been struggling with, probably like other people, with getting fit or taking care of my body, and because it's getting older and it doesn't look good and blah, blah, blah. And I realized that I make it more difficult on myself when I do that, rather than I was ignoring the fact that it's something to worship,
Mm-hmm.
like the creation of the miracle that we are.
Mm-hmm.
Like in our, even just our body and our mind. So I was kind of like not even considering that, and I've started working on that, and it's making a real difference, because when I'm trying to do healthy things, it's more meaningful,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm looking at it in a different way, and still go back and forth quite a bit. I still see the magazines and get upset, but
So now, what you can do when you see all those, the outside things, and be mindful, aware about, this is not real. Those are all the businesses and, marketing and how people make the money. And so be aware about that. That's why that's the part of mindfulness practice too. That's not real. Right? That's not real. Okay, Lynn. Yes.
I was just going to say, I think it's really so important for little people, for young people, to
I
really
know.
get that message, that counter message, because the culture is.
Yes,
not
because I totally agree with you. Because of the culture, how the cultural thing put them to their lives every day. They don't see that side in this life. Sometimes I don't know how to fix even that difficulty. I feel sad about it when I see all the young people, how they do their life. So sometimes cannot help. Right? Because how we are going to change this whole big society and the big culture, right? We cannot. So that's why it's another part of this loving kindness practice. Start from yourself. Maybe you can help a couple of people through your practice. So I would like to ask Lynn, so you sent me a nice quote, and I think as a gift we can share that quote, the Buddha. You sent me.
Oh, the quote.
Yes. So you can share with that people, for our friends, they can take something home.
Okay.
Okay.
Just share that little.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I preface it with, last week Bhante's Dhamma talk inspired me to write in my newsletter an article, and the quote I used was, pain is part of life, but suffering is optional. And I just kind of wrote about that.
Yes. Think about that. That's a really good one. Pain is part of your life, but suffering is optional. Right? Think about whole day and feel it. Right? I was thinking, I learned a lot about life. Thank you so much.
Got it?
So today we are going to do the chanting. Especially today we